almost right at that time. It's like 10:49. It's a late COVID and coffee today. A late COVID and coffee. Now it's 10:50. We are right on time. And I didn't think that I was actually going to make it, but I kind of did because I didn't set more of, I guess, a specific time this time because of tuning. Just going to jump in here, say hello to everybody. So welcome to this morning's COVID and coffee. Your live stream, RC Gagara, is getting corny. We had an accident with the DR10. It's okay though. It's learning when to let off on the throttle, not let off on the throttle, not have a hard right, and then go into like a hard left. And then not have it flip over onto its roof and like do a slide for like, I don't know, seemed like forever. Literally when it landed on, I saw the whole thing happen. When it landed on its roof and just started doing the slow grind spin, I was just like, no. So it's not that bad though, right? I'll focus in the scuff. It's just right there. You can see it's kind of glistening. It's got like a nice sheen to it right now. There goes the thing here. Give that a crank. I'll try and get you kind of in on it so you can see it. But you can see it's got the nice pavement glisten now. It's not bad. I think it'll buff out. It's the black marks right there. So like all right here. I think I should be able to buff that out. You know, a little bit of grindage. It's all right. I'll just grind it off. I'll get out my grinding wheel and regrind the roof to where it should be. It is. Oh, I don't want you guys just to be on me because it's more about this thing. Every step, I feel like in a way we're getting close, and then it backs off a little bit because of those changes in like temperature. I feel. I think that might be affecting some of it. I don't know. I can't. The front end I feel right now is probably at 90%. And if you saw the live that I did this morning, what I mean by that, get you into the car. What I mean by that is you can see on the bottom of the body here, we're getting a little bit of pavement scrapage, which is all right. It's not a big deal. And I know how to stop that now. It's point blank going to be using the fuel tubing. I feel like we're pretty close. There's tons of burned rubber inside. I do feel like we're close. The shocks seem... Shocks are actually acting up now. See, the shocks are acting up now to where I was getting full droop before. Thank you. Check that out. It is COVID. So it's weird. I'm going to just jump into the chat real quick and say hello to everybody. First on the chat this morning, right at, I think that says 9:42, was Trash Ninja. What's going on, brother? We got James George. Early bird catches the worm, you know it. Mitchell's RC. Justin O'Neill is here. Anybody hear from Jerry VRC? There he is. There he is. There he is. All right, dude. What's going on, man? People were actually talking about you earlier. How's everything going for you? We got Amped RC, John Wick, RC Rorschach, Big Mac RC, Justin O'Neill, Jerry VRC talking back and forth. I said Amped. Scruffy Page is here. Earl looks like he is getting pretty close to right. Well, Earl definitely has a much deeper background into this than I do. I did get this thing to launch inconsistently consistent, or should I say consistently inconsistent. So look at picking up. See, I've been picking up road glass too, and I know that's no good. I feel like these tires, maybe it's weight transfer, maybe it's just, I don't know. My rear tires, 1 second they'll hook up nice, the next second they won't. I don't know if I'm picking up road debris or what. They're wearing in pretty nice. I did end up getting a little bit of an issue because I foolishly wasn't paying attention to where this back wheel was. And when I pulled up to that line that I usually pull up to, I did a burnout on crack patch. And the crack patch actually stuck to my tire. It took a while for that to burn off, but it's actually back to normal now, which caused some inconsistencies, which was fine. I just dealt with it. There were a couple of times, I want to say, I'm probably pushing it in 3, but I had 2, and it even surprised the crap out of me. I had 2 dead stop, full trigger pulls, and it went, like when you say straight as an arrow, no steering. It went straight, which threw me off. When we first took it out, it was hooking to that. Yeah, see, now I'm not getting enough. Well, no, now it is. Oh, it's close. I don't know. I think I need to check the front shocks again. I think I'm actually getting pullback, which I actually don't want any pullback. I might just have to top off the fluid and almost like, it's probably like literally like 1 or 2 drops of extra fluid that I need to put into this thing, because I feel I'm getting, the concept I feel is here. Now see, now it's fine. I think I'm getting pullback. So when you take the shock off, right? Fill it with fluid, do all your thing to it. These shocks are very, very sensitive to oil. You have to leave a little bit of a gap when you push the cover on. You want to make sure you have that piston up. The piston actually contacts the cover, and as you're screwing it down, it then pushes that piston down to probably like, I don't know, like 5 millimeters. 5 millimeters or something like that. Jack Brazier, dude! Thank you for that. Good morning. Jack Brazier. Thank you for that, man. Today is a whole new day. Thank you very much for that. I actually have parts coming in. So I think the parts are going to be here Thursday afternoon is my guesstimate. We'll see. I'll be able to check the tracking number today to see where those parts are. If the shock oil is cold, right. If the shock oil is cold, right. Yeah, ambient temperatures, temperature difference between the inside of my house and what's going on now, because obviously it's going to thicken the oil. They seem to be doing all right now. I think the hack concept of what I'm doing, I think it's working. I am getting chassis grindage, which I fully expected right there. The delay is horrible. I gotta fix the delay. It almost seems like it's buffering too. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4-second delay, so I guess that's not bad. So did you guys see that? I am getting grindage there, and I gotta stop that like right now. And that's going to be with, I'm gonna do that fuel tubing that Earl did on his shocks, just so I can limit it, because obviously it's not, and I don't want to put any more preload on these springs, I don't think. Well, maybe I do. And that's the other thing too. Because of how you're using shims, and I'm changing how it was out of the box, I don't have enough shims, and I hate these goddamn shims. But I do feel I'm kind of on the right track. It's seemingly the front suspension acted as good as, I guess, as good as what the car is calling for right now. I was only able to get it to do one wheelie, and that actually surprised the heck out of me, because that was actually, I think that was actually one of the full trigger pulls. And some strange reason, it took off. I have no idea why it did it. It took off straight, and right as it took off, like it probably went for maybe, it's so hard to judge because it's in the moment. I want to say it probably went from anywhere from 3 to 6 feet, or 3 to like 5 feet away from me. And as soon as it got within that 3 to 5, it wheelied. Like it tagged. It actually tagged the wheelie bars. It didn't stay with it, which I feel what that maybe means is it's underpowered to grab the wheelie bars. And it only did it the one time. And I kept on trying to replicate what I did, because what that told me, at least I think that it told me, was that the tires grabbed. The tires were actually warm enough to grab, or sticky enough, whatever you want to call it. It seemed like while I was doing what's called hot laps, when you just consistently go, I was trying to, I think, keep like maybe like an even temperature on the tires by, on my return trip, giving it some brake so that it kind of gave it, kind of gave the tires a little friction to the road surface, gave it like a nice turn, let it coast to a stop, and as soon as it came to a stop, just bam, full trigger pulled it. And not every pass was straight, but it felt like it was getting there. And then something happened where I then lit up the wheels, so I put it over to that section there where I've got like that, invisible line where I should just do a chalk line. So I should just do a chalk line out there so that, it'll wash away or whatever. But right on it, RC Guy Garage Dragway. It's chalk, who cares? It'll wash away. I warmed up the tires, and as soon as I warmed up the tires, it hooked left. So what that's saying is that I didn't have enough downward pressure on that left side to cause the left to then hook up. I don't know. No. Is that right? Yeah, it hooked to the left. So I would need to add a shim to that left. I hate to say this, but I think locking up the rear differential is probably going to help me. So that spool that's coming, in theory, we then won't have that right to left wheel separation. I'm not going to change the fluid. I'm point blank just going with a spool. Good morning, CCX. If you buy the Gold Fox shocks, you won't have to deal with preload spaces. Right, but I already checked into that and everything's out of stock. When I was doing that list yesterday, I just glanced onto the shocks and they're all out of shock. Yeah, out of shock. They're all out of stock, so. Big Papa Paul, what's going on, guy? Sean's RC Adventure. I just want to say hello to everybody again. Hello again, Bandit. I know, we're back. CTC Christoph. Wheelies stopped at 5 feet. Wheel spin until 5 feet. It's hard. All right, so here's the difficulty that I'm having. Because I'm paying more attention to the car wanting to go straight, I'm not paying attention to how the car is reacting on the launch, and then because I have to stand a little bit back so that I can see the car going down the straightaway. So what I had done was I left the footage rolling, and I basically didn't pay attention to camera angles and all this stuff. And I started trying to get right in its face. So I got basically right into the car's face. And what I should do is I should take my GoPro, put point blank, just put my GoPro right on the ground, put it on that 240 frames per second. Make sure the sunlight is hitting the right side of the car, because that's the biggest thing. Once you increase that frame rate, it needs that natural light to, I guess, compensate for something. I don't know. So I'm actually, my eyes are not able to see what the car is doing. I think I said in the video, I think I'm getting wheel hop. I think it's literally, I think it's hopping off the line. And then, you know what I mean? Like, it feels like it's doing that. You know what I mean? It feels like it's just hopping a little bit. But then I also feel like these goddamn tires are too sensitive. Whatever the compound is in these tires, I feel it's not good for the temperatures that I'm running. I can't tell. I don't have that knowledge. I want to get a set of tires. Well, not a set of tires. I already have a set of Prolines. Proline orange dot tires, which are soft, should be exactly what I need. I just need to get another set of wheels, throw those tires on, change out the tires, check those out, see if I'm actually getting traction, because right now I'm consistently breaking traction. And that's what I want. My slipper's locked down. I want maximum traction, maximum power to that rear end. I'm putting that spool in. I'm getting rid of the differential garbage that's happening right now, because it's way too inconsistent with all of that. To have, like, it's pretty much like an open rear end. I'm gonna get my coffee out of here, so that the wheel juice doesn't go in. It's too it's too loose. Do you know what I mean? And unless your springs are so professionally adjusted, and I'm finding out, like you saw, I don't know if you guys were part of that live this morning, but you saw, I do have 2 sets of springs. They screwed up and sent me 2 sets of springs. I got a 52 millimeter spring, which I ended up putting, well, actually, I didn't end up using it. So I got a 52 millimeter spring and what, a 57 or 58? I can't even remember. Or 53. Maybe it was a 53. A 53 and a 56, or a 52 and a 56, or I forget. Whatever it is, I have 2 springs that are of a different height. So that screws everything up in the first place. So we got rid of the springs in the front. I'm using a different spring that I feel this is a good idea. Now, right now, the cold temperatures that I'm getting right now, like what Jury VRC, it is affecting the shock oil. But I do feel like I like where I am with the front suspension. I'm going to leave the front suspension alone. We took the camber out of the wheels. It had outboard tow, so it had outward tow. I took that out, and now we're pretty much not laser straight. We have a very, very minimal amount, I think, of camber. Very minimal. I think it looks zeroed out. Earl told me to download that bubble level thing that he uses, so I am going to do that, just so that we can get, I guess, maybe like a better number. For when it's just kind of like just sitting there. And not that it even matters. I actually feel like I'm close enough on the front end where it's not affecting anything. It tracks straight. So once the front wheels do get some of that pressure, it like tracks totally straight now, which is great. But it's that rear end. Having that open diff, garbage, in my opinion. Again, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I know that with all of my thrash and bash and RCs, I usually like to lock up the rear end. I don't really appreciate too much of this motion. And for a drag car, Christ, I don't know any drag car that doesn't run posi, or, you know what I mean? Like, why would you have an open diff like this? Dude, like, look at this. This is so open. That should not spin that freely. You see what I'm saying? Look at it. I gotta wait for the delay to see if you can even see what I'm talking about. Do you know what I mean? You guys couldn't actually see that, could you? It's way too free. And I'm not gonna mess with that fluid. I'm just gonna put a spool in it. And I know I'm like, it sounds like I'm being aggressive. It's because I'm amped up. I hate pausing. I hate waiting for parts. Like, Reckless Hobbies doesn't have the stuff I need, and that's sad. But that's what's gonna happen. So I've got to wait like the 3, 4, 10, 15 days to get parts to move on. I think the most frustrating thing to me, and I am still happy. You guys have no idea. This car right here, if you're thinking about getting a drag car, you've never been into it, just go get it. If you want to do a slash and you want to do the conversion, do that too. But if you haven't done drag racing, go buy one. Just go figure it out. Just go get something, at least try it. Expand your horizons. Or broaden the spectrum. I'm having a blast. My face is actually hurting me. But what it is, right, is I'm so just amped up about the fact that, well, maybe I should rip open into that diff and just put million in it. Because I have no patience. But I want it locked. I do not want to run with an open diff. I just 100% no. No, thank you. Nope. Not at all. I feel, in my personal opinion, asinine. Asinine to have an open diff in the back of this car. Why? Why would you? Christ, if my Camaro had an open rear end, I would lose my mind. Because when I slam that pedal and just basically sidestep that clutch, I goddamn want both wheels to melt. And they do. So I want both of these goddamn wheels to melt, you know what I mean? But I want them to get traction, which is why if I was running my Camaro, I'd throw slicks on it to get traction. I feel like I almost need to have some kind of extra weight towards the back. I almost feel, again, I don't know, but I almost feel I've got too much weight forward in this vehicle because of my battery pack. It's just what I think. I don't know. So I feel like I almost want to have like a 200S. No, not a 200S. I'm just joking. I want to have like I want a 4S pack sitting here that's designed to pump out 200C. You know what I mean? I don't even know if there's a 200C pack, but I think somebody had like a 150C pack we were talking about or something like that. I think it was JT, right? JT RC. Didn't he have a 150C pack? Which I don't even know. I have no idea. I thought I saw it in chat. But the wheelie bar is out of the way right now. That was definitely a recommendation, obviously, you know, from Earl. Right now, during the testing, the wheelie bar is just there to catch if magically it does a wheelie, which magically it did. And I just hope the footage caught it. I hope the footage caught it. That's what's... I just want to move on. I want to keep going forward. I don't want to be held back right now, and I'm being held back. So maybe that is what I should do. Because I've got a spool coming, how about if I throw 1 million weight? Because that's the heaviest weight that I've got. I don't have 20 million because somebody else out there bought it all. But I'll throw 1 million in there and maybe see if that changes it. But I said I wasn't going to do the earplugs and the glue, and I'm not. I don't care. I just want to put parts into it this time. They've got the parts available. I literally want to be a parts finder, a parts changer kind of thing. And also the fact that the rear end is still towed in is driving me insane. I literally want to go and drive to goddamn Associated and just go, give me my stuff. Just give it to me. You know what I mean? I hate waiting. I have no patience. I have patience for people. I just don't have patience for wanting to move forward. And why is it getting cold again? I think we're going to have to move this stream inside again. I'm gonna jump into the chat because I'm just taking over the camera and just blabbing. Maybe people are telling me, dude, do this, do that. You don't know what you're talking about, guy. Right, try a rip without the wheelie bar. The only thing, though, is that I don't think that's an issue with it. I don't think. Anyway. Trash Ninja. Bar. Right, wheelie bar. Parts Guru. James George, they should at least have to go straight out of the box, then a beginner. Right, so I feel like, and this is where maybe I am representing this car with a little bit of injustice. I really didn't even waste my time with 2S. And I think if I was to roll back the footage, I actually think it was going straight on 2S or fairly straight. And it also had the gyro. So for a beginner, yeah, probably 2S with the gyro, perfect. But for me, I don't want beginner crap. I want to jump into 1,000 horsepower and figure it out. Do you know what I mean? I know it's not 1,000. CTC, how do I say your name? CTC Chris F, $2, dude. Thank you. Thank you for that. That's going right into the DR10. Unless you say it should go to something else. Thank you for that. C T C H R I S F. That's kind of like an. Oh, wait a minute. Is that saying? No. C.T. Christoph? Does it say something or does it mean something? But thank you for that. DR, that's going right to the DR, man. Like the way I'm doing. I don't think I'm working through it though like a normal person would, like somebody that maybe knows about this. Do you know what I mean? I'm like literally just trying to figure it out. I'm seeing the potential in my head. There's no way in hell I'm sticking with this thing being an open diff. That just does not make sense. You know what I mean? Because it's not giving the rear end. It's not giving that rear end that positive balance. Like it's not even giving it a chance. You're relying on spring pressures and garbage like that I don't want to mess with. I literally just want a spool and I want this. I want a goddamn rolling pin. I want a rolling pin for a rear end. You get what I'm saying? Like, I just want that. I just want this. I don't want this. No, I don't. I just don't. I can't. 5T Badger, what's going on, guy? How's everything going? I'm losing my mind because I want my pots. I hate waiting. But that is what I should do, though. I should at least just give it a chance and throw the million weight in there. It's inconsistent. It's too inconsistent. The tire's cold, it wants to hook right. The tires get hot, it hooks left. The tires are like medium, and it seems to go like almost straight. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of that, man. There's no person on this planet that has a muscle car that wants what's called a one-legger. If anybody knows what a one-legger is, that's literally like take one leg, plant it on the ground, and just take one leg and just start cranking it. What happens? You end up going in a circle. And that's what this goddamn car is doing. The tires are too hot, it hooks to the left. The tires are too cold, it hooks to the right. If the tires are just right, which I can't seem to iron out, it goes straight. Under 3S, anemic power. So right now I'm already anemic. It's already goddamn anemic. I don't know. Right, Earl. Maybe the cold is affecting my traction. Yeah, right, exactly. Chilly day for Mass for sure, right. The inside of my house is definitely warmer than the outside. And that also might be killing me, but... Let's see, what do we got for temperature today? Wind chimes are going. It's overcast right now. So 54 degrees and it's like it feels like 50, so that's about right. That is kind of cold. Probably need it to be like a nice Cali 80-degree day. Sunshine, 80 degrees. The car's gonna hook up nice. Christ. So East Coast loses right away. God damn it! We ain't stopping here. This is West Coast versus East Coast right here. I gotta finish watching Earl's video. I didn't get to see his final result because I literally got up. Like his goddamn video made me get my butt up and just go downstairs and just go, you know what? I've gotta move on with this thing. I've gotta do something because if I take the lax road, Earl will be that many steps ahead of me because, number one, he's already 10 steps ahead of me just because of knowledge. So I have to put my nose more to the grindstone. Right, causing the tires not to hook exactly. Everybody was telling me to open up the diff. I never did. I should have opened it. Jury VRC. What are you saying? What is that? What is that part number 4? What am I missing? 500K silicone? I do have 1 million. But I don't even know if you're talking to me. Scruffy. Serious. If this is feeding your need for a DR10, just go get one. Literally, trash... I don't even know. Trash... is Trash Ninja's here, right? Here I am, talking to him like he's here. Yeah, you are here. 1,000 horsepower, right? Oh, Connecticut. Okay, all right. From Connecticut, live in Oregon. All right, I get what you're saying. So it's CT. Is it like Christoph? Is that what that's supposed to mean, your name? So it's Connecticut Chris. I mean, Chris name. And your last name is probably something to do with an F. Hector Santos, what's going on, guys? Strip Gears is going on. I think the ESS1 associated sound system is discontinued. I had to make sure that the stream was still going. You think, Hector, you think this is a test? Well, yes. Well, think about it this way, too. They do R&D in cars and stuff, but how many cars come off the assembly line and like literally need like a recall a month later? So there's also real world testing that happens out in the real world after a car's got like, 20, 30,000 miles on it, and you consistently have that many cars and they're all having the same problem. Then all of a sudden there comes a TSB, which is a technical service bulletin, not a recall. A recall and a TSB are two different things. A TSB is if the car comes in with a situation, we're going to take care of it as long as it's under warranty. A recall is different. That's safety. That's like mandatory. But a TSB is only if the car comes in exhibiting the situation. But you probably already know that. I'm still telling you, if you guys are considering getting into drag racing, either get this or do that slash thing that Earl did. Do that conversion. The conversion, I think, is more money. This will at least get you in it. And I'm really hoping that the spool does what I want it to do. Because I'm done. I'm done wasting my time with that rear end. So I'm going to throw the million weight in there and we'll go see what happens. Oh, actually, wait. If it's got... No, if it had a ball diff, it would have been externally adjustable. No, it wouldn't have been. I don't know. I just want a spool. California. Right, barbecue. You're used to locking up your rear diff too. Same with me. So I would much rather have my rear end kicking out and a little bit of motion in my front and a locked up, well, close to locked up center diff if that was, what the vehicle had. Because obviously not every vehicle has center differential. Oh, Earl's actually going to open his diff right now. Yeah, Earl's pumpkin moves. Yeah. I feel like mine's just too stinking slow. But this is RTR, so for RTR, this thing's great. Get you into it, get you maybe changing out a couple of things, but as you increase power, just know, just like any other vehicle, you cannot take Christ, it's like it's all the basic thinking. Let's just say you take a Mustang off the line, or take a Camaro off the line, off the assembly line, right? And then put like a 200 shot of nitrous in it. Do not expect that rear end to survive. Don't expect the transmission gears to survive. Like, if you're consistently launching at a 200 shot of nitrous, do not expect factory stuff to survive. So while I'm not breaking anything, the current configuration under 2S is probably fine. But under 3S is where you're going to start running into these issues, which then you're going to want to change stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's more tuning. So, like, if you had the Mustang or the Camaro with the 200 shot, then obviously, you know, maybe you're ripping out the rear end and putting a stronger gear set in. Maybe you're gearing it down. Maybe you're, you know, beefing up the transmission. Or if you've got an automatic, maybe you're putting a better torque converter in it. You know what I mean? It's just like, there's so much that's wrapped up. You put a higher stall torque converter in it, it's going to shock the system in a sense more. It's going to give more hit. Do you know what I mean? So, I just hate waiting. Right, recall is free for the life of the car, right, and a TSB is something different. Did I say that wrong? Did I say as long as it was under warranty? TSB is free as long as it's under warranty. Right, recall. Did I word it wrong? I must have worded it wrong for you to say that. Yeah, because the recall is safety. So if you've got people burning up in their cars, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's a safety issue right there. You're torn? Drag or crawl? Let's not fool myself. You'll get both eventually. Why not? $5D T Badger, stick an LSD in it? You mean an LS1? Put an LS1 conversion into it? Throw in a big block? Get rid of this little 289? Get rid of this 305? That's what it is. This is a 305. My drag car's got a 305. Well, actually, no, because I want to talk Mopar, so I don't know what a small Mopar would have been. Whatever a small Mopar engine would be. That's what this has. Definitely does not have a Hemi. Oh my God. I love it. I love it. I haven't been this pumped up in a long time. I mean, ripping the Kaijus and driving the Max, and granted I don't have an X-Max, but you know, ripping the sand buggies that I've got, the DB Pro, it's an awesome car, and the DBXLE 2.0, but this is different. This is overcoming an obstacle that I know can be overcome. So it's got me, like Amked's name, it's got me amped. And you guys, if you guys don't drag race, or at least, like, I'm not drag racing against anybody yet. We're doing the whole, I'm learning the whole tuning, trying to get my car straightened out. You know what I mean? I'm not just bringing it to the track to get laughed at on, you know, run what you brung day. You know what I mean? Because it's not like I'm going to take the little Ranger over there and take that to the track. I'm not going to take Big Black and take that to the track and get laughed at. You know what I mean? You're still going to want to do something to your car so that at least, you know, you don't have like a Chevy Chevette beating you out. Actually, I shouldn't have said Chevy Chevette. What it is, it's my old school coming out right now. Not a Chevy Chevette, a Prius. Okay, so yeah, I should have said Prius, not a Chevy Chevette. I was definitely thinking the old school right then, because I'm visualizing knowing what I used to do with my cars. My Trans Am. No, none of my cars had a spool, but every car that I had that was a real car had a posi in it. So that when I burned that throttle, whether if it was doing a neutral drop, which it's not a good idea, don't do a neutral drop. My 79 Trans Am, that thing, gotta watch my mouth. That thing moved. It wasn't the fastest thing on the planet by no means. My Camaro moves. And I don't have like, like a drag slick on it because I don't drag race. Think about this. What if I take that car, bring it to the track, and slam it into a wall? You guys don't know what this car is. So it's like, you know what I mean? Most likely, I probably would slam it into a wall, and then it's all over, and then I'm crying. You know what I mean? My life is over. Watermelon on 3S? Right. Right, a limited slip. Right, a posi. But I want a locker. A 318. Right, a 318. Why didn't I not think of that? A 318. That was dumb. I actually did know that. Strip gears, you got the 318 first? Dude, it's a 318! That's awesome. All right, so that's what my car has right now. So my DR10 has a 318 in it. Yeah, Earl, I definitely do. I do, because that's all I'm focusing on. And anybody, obviously, that subscribed to the channel because you liked watching the Max and seeing all that stuff, I'm not done with that stuff, but you get locked in. You start feeling that excitement. You start feeling that adrenaline. The adrenaline gets into you, and it pushes you. It pushes you to literally just want to try to focus. So if I'm pissing anybody off because I'm not running like the DBXLE and breaking down the DB Pro and grabbing an axle, a front axle for my my wife's Traxxas Max, which I probably should get that, shouldn't I? All it is, it's such an easy fix, and I could rip that. Kind of because I know I am gonna get to the point of where I'm gonna see what that diff is, like what Earl said, whether if it's a ball diff or not. See what it is. I actually don't know. Watch it be a ball diff. As a matter of fact, you know what? Is it? Actually, it is a ball diff, isn't it? Toyota Chevette? Right. Pinto powered, yup. I'm actually caught up in the chat. Are you kidding me? Nice. A success. Yeah, right. A Hellcat motor. Right. Dude, you're absolutely right. I want to throw a Hellcat motor in this. But I know I'm not ready for it. I know I don't have things squared away. I gotta go inside. It's again, it starts off nice and then it gets frozen. I'm gonna just jump inside, so I'm freezing my butt off again. So you guys are gonna be like, goodbye, wind chimes. Isn't this thing creepy? Do you see that right there? That's creepy, don't you think? It's a head. It's to scare people away. All right. I've got to go inside. It is way too cold outside again. get some illumination here. It's funny, the two different heights of difference between outside and inside, the two different heights of the thing here. All right, get that. Hook this up. I think I need the thing. I'll just leave it on here. Plug that. This coil is getting mangulated. There we go. You can look at the constancy of, what do they call that? The paradox. It's the never-ending, kind of the never-ending screen, but not hugely bad. Throw some coffee in there. All right. Plug in this. I just tossed my coffee's wicked cold now. All right, kind of get set up here. All right. So obviously the inside of the body is getting coated with stuff, just rubber. It's all over the place. You can see my tape. It actually did get peeled away a little bit on the side here. So while it does work, apparently on this particular portion, it doesn't work as well as I had hoped. But normally it does work, just like regular tire rub. So in the back here, you can see we were contacting. So this did save the top of my quarter panel into my sail panel. So the tire did rub there. It doesn't look like it's rubbing on that side. So somebody also, and I think I misworded something because I'm coming from an automotive background. So part of my issue with coming from that background is that I use the word torque twist, okay? And somebody jumped on me about that, and they're right. They're absolutely right. There is no torque twist in this particular situation because of the way the motor is spinning. If anything, there would be a gyroscopic effect and not a torque twist. Torque twist is obviously because the motor's cranking. So it wants to crank the whole chassis to one side. So my head saw torque twist, so I said it. So it's like, yeah, my bad. So what? I said torque twist is actually not torque twist. What it is obviously the car was hooking up. I had obviously a lesser shim pack on that side, and what it was doing was giving the effect of torque twist. So I should have said the effect of torque twist. But what it was is it's just the rear end was planting, and because there was less spring rate on that back left side, it would inherently pick up this side of the car, which gave me, in my mind, torque twist. So, yes, I'm wrong on torque twist. I'm sorry. Whoever I offended about torque twist, I'm sorry about that. But it's like what happens is that my mind sometimes just spins too fast. Like this car is not. But I like it though. So I'm obviously not doing in a sense I'm obviously not doing the no prep. I mean, I'm calling it like I was originally calling like the drag bug no prep, because that is on 2S. Because I guess on no prep for real, isn't it just like a 2S maximum or something like that? Well, that's not me. I couldn't run a 100 horsepower car. I'm not interested in that. I'm just interested in wanting to mash the throttle and have that feeling. You know what I mean? But I want to have that feeling in an RC car. I know what it feels like in the real world, but not like a real drag racer, just within my own limitations of the vehicles I have. I love the feeling. So what's happening is with this RC car, with this DR10, it's actually giving me an RC like feeling of that. You know what I mean? So would I buy this again? Yeah. Why not? Why not? Would I rather try to scratch build something? Yeah. But I don't have that kind of talent. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, I kind of am going to do it a little bit with the Kyosho Dragster, because that's actually going to be a dragster. So that Kyosho Tomahawk is going to be a dragster. Again, that's going to be a build. So that'll probably be another RC Guy Garage fail. But at least I'm still doing it. Like, and you just gotta do it, man. I hate waiting for parts. I hate it. I hate waiting for parts. So anyway, how is everyone doing today? I think I said that like 3 times already. Or more ahead. No hobby build is, well, I don't know about that. I think RC Guy Garage here is gonna do some fails. No hobby build like from a normal individual, maybe. No hobby build from a normal individual is a fail. Or from me. But I hate failing too. It's rare that I do, and when I fail, it affects me like big time. I'm one of those person, I cannot fail at anything that I do. because it will point blank murder me. I will not be able to sleep at night. Earl, did you open up that diff? I feel like it is a ball diff. I remember looking in the parts. It is a ball diff, isn't it? My eyes are so bad. I wish I could make this iPad. Can I make the chat bigger? No, I can't. Is there a way to make the font bigger on an iPad? Here I am asking how to use an iPad. Build a Traxxas drag car? Yeah. The only reason why I don't is because... All right, so why do... All right. Just to give you an idea. Why do I have this car? Number one, because it was easy, and like what Earl said, this is the first RTR out of the box that you can buy that's kind of, it's ready. Like it's ready to go. It's ready to run on 2S. Okay? I didn't give it a fair enough shot on 2S, so don't listen to my channel if you're looking to see how this performs on 2S. We literally went from 2S to 3S because 2S was a dog. I could not justify myself putting my money into this vehicle. This wasn't a review. Granted, I did a what's in the box, but this isn't a review of this vehicle on 2S. We are now in that 3S, and even on the 3S, I feel it's a dog. Got to figure out what the deal is here, whether if it's my temperature outside, the temperature of my pavement, and why am I all blacked out? Is literally this blacking me out? I almost feel like this is blacking me out. So we got the pink. We can have the pink curtains. So I don't know. Yeah, it's a little bit better. I think it was black. I think it was blowing me out, the lighting. How much did you miss? Riff, you didn't miss anything. You may have missed like good information from Earl Moorhead and maybe other people in the chat, but as far as like anything from me, you ain't missed nothing, guy. Oh, so where was I? So why do I have this, and why am I using this car as the example? Because technically, isn't the Slash an already proven platform? I don't want it. I don't want something that's already going to go straight. Well, do I want it? Yeah. Do I want this to go straight? Yes, I do. I definitely do. But I want to fight it. I want it. I do want to fight. I haven't had a fight in a while. So I actually do want a fight. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't come across one RC so far that's given me a battle like this one is, but that's because I'm not versed in this thing. But I'm loving it though, dude. I'm loving the challenge. Does this thing have flex? I was just wondering that. So the chassis does have flex, but I feel it's so minimal, it's inconsequential. The suspension takes up any of the chassis flex that you would probably get, which you won't get unless you're running on 29S. Say 29S. Who cares? Who cares whatever S you run on? Run on whatever S you want. If you want to have your math be all screwed up, let your math be screwed up. That's up to you. I am going to do the Earl Moorhead fuel line tubing thing on the exterior of my shock. just so it doesn't bottom out the chassis, because I am getting too much grindage on there. See right there? Is it focus? Too much, there's too much grindage there. Yeah, actually that actually was pretty good. Why is it dragging? Seems like it's dragging. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.5 second delay. That's all right. RC Guy Garage. Did you check out the Sky RC? Yes. Right now. Yeah, yes, I did. I checked out the Sky. I already got the stupid, crappy one. Is it made by the same company? Sky, yeah, it is. Sky RC. Sky. You know, it's funny. Earl and I were actually talking about GPSs this morning. So, and he told me like one of the GPSs he has. I almost tripped. I almost tripped on one of the GPSs he has. It's like coming out of my garage. Like, what? What are you talking about, guy? Are you serious? What? All right. Sky, SKY, RC. Yeah, RCGNSS. NSS. Oops. Need to put a. There we go. So you're talking about. Oh, here's the other question I have for you. My Sky RC does not connect with Mac. The one that I've got right now, it doesn't connect with Mac. There's no app for it. Oh, you're talking about this thing. What is that? Just a data logger? A performance analyzer. That's what you're talking about. No, I didn't check that out. Right? This is a ooh. What's it, like $300? Small but versatile. Allows you to measure and analyze many aspects of your RC car or airplane. Gives you acceleration, G-force, speed, time, distance. Ooh, but the thing is probably like wicked expensive. All right. Where do I get it from? Do I get it from them? This is actually what Earl was telling me about. He said the only negative to this is every single time the car drives away, when you get back to the car, you have to like re-log in. So it's not a fast, it's not like a fast setup, I guess. Is this only for iPhone? Because if it's only for iPhone, that's gonna flip me out. No, Google and app. Okay, Google and Apple. So where to buy? Become a dealer. So I hit the where to buy and it says become a dealer. It's probably not even available. Scan or download the app. There's nowhere to buy. How the hell do you buy it? The hell is that? Watch Tromley's RC review on You on YouTube of this thing. I don't know what's going on with my eyes. $78. Where are you buying it though? Where are you buying it from? Amazon? Let's see if Amazon has it. Sky RC G GNSS. So Amazon does not have it. So it's not something you can get from Amazon. Wait a minute, what is that? No, that ain't it. So Amazon doesn't have it. That's weird. Why wouldn't Amazon have it? Amazon has everything. Yeah, Amazon doesn't have it. Bummer. Oh, eBay? eBay. Okay. Sorry, I don't get to see like the comment right away. It doesn't have like that little red box. Oh, you just did it. Because you said to watch Tron. Sorry, all you see is the top of my head as I'm trying to read comments here. I don't know how to make the text bigger. My eyes are giving me a hard time right now for some reason. eBay, right. I saw it. I just eBay or Bang not so good. Yeah, I'm all done with Bang Good. Never wasted my time with Bang Good again. $70 in the UK for Sky RC device. Does that Patriots coffee cup make coffee taste funny? Stop it. Makes it taste great. I feel like a champion. Dude, you're killing me. That's awesome. We are like every time I have this coffee, that song plays in my head. We are the champions. No. Stop trying to cause trouble. What are you trying to ask me if my coffee tastes deflated? Yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy, man? Yeah, but so is Gronk. What the hell? Are you kidding me? That's it. I'm done watching football now. Coffee.com champs. Yeah, right? Oh, it doesn't say champions on it. I thought this said champions. Nah, it's just my Patriots cup, man. Come on. You know, whatever team you guys like, I don't know. You probably got like a shirt or a hat or whatever. This is the Patriots, the New England Patriots. Of course I'm going to like them. Of course I'm not going to believe the rumors. Of course I'm going to back the Patriots no matter what happens. Of course. You know what I mean? I'm not really heavy into sports anyway. My sports are more of, I don't know, whatever I feel like doing for the day. That's my sport. Power eating. That's my sport. I'm a power eater. I don't see how those guys can do those hot dog challenge things, man. You see those guys? What the hell? That's nasty. Let's ram 300 hot dogs into my gullet and then literally puke up my brains. I mean, stuff's coming out of their ears. It's coming out of their eyeballs. It's nasty. Right, Pats for life. Yeah, why not? Go Bucks. Yeah, you know New England fans are going to be watching the Bucks now. Just because you want to see. You want to see what's going to happen. Watch the Buccaneers go to the Super Bowl this year against the Patriots. Oh, that would be so, that'd be so bad. That would be wrong. That would be a paradox. The earth, the world would end on that day. That'd be the end of the world right there. That's it. Nuclear bomb, Armageddon, all of it. Right on that day. Telling you. Buccaneers versus the Patriots. Could you imagine something like that? Well, not the final game. Anytime the Patriots go against the Bucks. I gotta think. Sometimes my head, just like I said, doesn't always go straight. Who the heck do you watch? I'll have to somehow... I've never watched another team before, so how do I even watch the Buccaneers? Who's gonna, like, what channel covers them? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know any. I've never watched any other team. Never. Well, I can't say never. But if the Patriots come against the Buccaneers, that's the end of the world right there. I don't know. Pats and Sox for life. There you go, man. But I like that anti-C. Go Bugs! 30 hot dogs is one end and eye big. My eyes. What's up? What's up with my eyes? Everything looks blurry. I probably have too much adrenaline pumping. All right, 5T Badger, thank you for that. Cybersports. Right. And he's going to retain his number, right? I heard that I heard that the guy that had the number gave up his shirt, right? Did the guy that for the Bucks, whatever guy it was, didn't he give up his number to Brady? Like, I think that's what I heard. Maybe I'm spreading a rumor. Go Dolphins, there you go. How about this? Go Cubbies. What? Go Braves. Wait a minute, it's not even a goddamn same sport. Yeah, I know. Get off the subject. Just get on to something else. So I think I am going to, I don't know. I am going to add that fuel tubing, like I said, that Earl did with his front shocks, so I can stop it from bottoming out. My shocks right now, they will get maximum travel. So when the wheelie bar, if the wheelie bar ever hits, right now I have it set on the middle spot because that was just like Earl said, just to get Get the wheelie bar out of the way. You don't want the wheelie bar contacting right now because that will cause issues for you. My tires are not gripping, so I can't tell if that is shock tuning in the back. I am point blank. I know I'm probably going over this for some of you, like as a reiteration. I am doing a spool in that differential. Whatever's inside of there, whether if it's the ball diff or whatever the heck is in there, I don't know. It probably is being so compact. Probably is a ball diff. And Earl, did you open yours yet, will you? Guy, did you open yours? And I probably didn't see that you said that it is a ball diff. But I'll tell you right now, I hate it. I do not like the wheels independently going from each other. That's out of there. The Dolphins, you may as well be a Jets fan. Smokies RC, good morning. How are you? I am all jacked up on crack cocaine. Just kidding. I am pumped, man. This thing is making me feel just so like amped up, and waiting for the parts is absolutely killing me. I'm going to have to, Earl, if you don't crack that diff open, that means I'm going to have to break this open. Do I have to break this open right now in live, or are you going to crack that diff open? Earl, did you fall asleep? Does anybody else have a DR10? They can open up their differential back and say whether if it is a ball diff, which I think it is. Where did Earl go? Is he gone? I think Earl fell asleep. John Cavanari, break it open. I'm ready. I'm ready to break it open right now. If Earl doesn't step in, I'm going to break it open. Go on, guy. Everybody's saying crack it open. Crack it open. Crack it open. Survey says. Did Earl really fall asleep? Where is he? Oh, you know what he's doing? Earl is probably being a teacher right now, because most likely his kids are doing the online classes. Well, wait a minute. The California kids, are they out of school right now? We want to see it live? All right, you got it. I'm going to break the diff open because Earl did not chime in. What I don't want to do is I didn't want to step on Earl's toes, because Earl just said, I thought he said that he was curious, that he was going to crack it open. Everybody wants to see that cracked open, right? I have no idea. It's not a ball diff. Well, how about if we crack it open anyway? Because if it's not a ball diff, which obviously it would have to have some tunability, we're going to crack that thing open right now. We're going to throw million weight fluid in it. I didn't want to do that, but I'm done with that rear end. Having an open diff is absolutely pointless. Absolutely 100% senseless in drag racing. 100% pointless. $9.15. Come on, Earl. Guy, where are you? Green Frog, what's going on, guy? Tony says it has a ball diff? Wait a minute, did I read it? No, Tony says it is not a ball diff. And then Green Frog, you're saying, says it has a ball diff. All right, so that's conflicting. We're going to break it open. I really was waiting for Earl to chime in, man, because I honestly, because if Earl was already blowing it into, you know what? Hold on. Are you being teacher? Okay, so all right, so you are opening it. All right, because everybody's telling me to crack it open, and I didn't want to crack it open if you already were. Because I'm kind of like waiting on your answer to know whether if it is. I literally have been calling you. I'm like, Earl, where are you, guy? All right, well, I'm gonna leave it up to you, because I mean I could open mine, but I don't want to. Like I said, I'm not gonna step on any toes. Right. Right. Well, right now, right now in the chat, Tony is saying that it's not a ball diff, but then Green Frog says that it is. No, Tony is saying that it is a ball diff, but Green Frog is saying that it isn't. I think, or maybe he misworded it. I don't know. We're gonna find out in like 2 seconds. You're on live. Oh, all right. Okay. 4 more screws and we're gonna find out. What's that? I can't whistle. Dun, 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 dun. Can you even see those screws? Those screws are so goddamn tiny. It's like a 1 millimeter screw. It's actually a 0.5 millimeter screw. Can I, you mind if I put you on speaker so they can hear it from you? Okay. What's that?
It's not a ball diff.
So he says it's not a ball diff.
It's a regular diff.
Regular diff.
No fluid in it.
No fluid.
No, just light grease. There's nothing. No fluid in it at all.
Can you guys hear that? Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. Just very light grease in it. Nope.
Man.
So that's why it's so soft.
Right. Because because I'm waiting, I'm just gonna throw $1 million in it just to see what happens. Because I'm telling you, I cannot. It to me, in my mind, it makes no sense to have a wide open diff. It's wide open. There's zero resistance. Right. So he says right in the parts catalog, it's showing the fluid that you're supposed to use, but there's nothing in it. There's like a light, huh? Supposed to have 5,000 in it. And he's saying it's like a light drizzling of 3-in-1 oil. It's literally like it's a shock oil. It's like the thinnest shock oil probably that you can find. It's probably what they used. It's not even shock oil. Oh, it's that black stuff. Okay. What are you doing? Get out of there, you little cut. All right. I like I said, I wanted because I didn't want to open it before you because I knew you were doing it, but you weren't jumping in there saying, "Hey, I've got it." All right. So you guys heard it from Earl, straight from his mouth, right there. It is a geared differential, and it's got garbage for fluid in it. So, okay, I'm gonna throw $1 million in. Thanks, man. All right, bye. There you go. So, still gonna crack it open because if he's saying there's literally nothing for fluid in it that it's so light, it's almost like a 3-in-1 oil. For drag racing, bammo, big, massive zero. And that should have been the first thing that I just said, you know what, I'm done. That's why I have the spool. That's why I've thrown the spool in, because I don't want this, you know? Right. Your manual shows black grease, which was exactly what Earl said, that there's a little bit of black grease in there, but he said, I mean, come on. For a race car, you don't want, yeah. You want a posi. You want those wheels when you give it that go, you want both wheels grabbing so that you get a straight launch. Because right now, that's obviously the issue that I am suffering. So showing you that cold tires for my car on 3S, and I think Earl's was the same exact thing. Either Earl's was doing the exact opposite of mine, probably because he's West Coast. That's right. East Coast is a little different than West Coast. So if I remember right, Earl's car on 3S was consistently hooking to the left. My car on 3S consistently hooking to the right. But listen to the difference in temperature. I'm at 40 to 50 degrees outside. He's at, what, 70 to 90? So maybe he's hooking up for some odd reason the opposite way that my car was. And I know that sounds messed up, but as soon as my car 3S hooks to the right, no burn on the tire, then when I did a good burn on the tire and I did start to adjust some of the shims a little bit, I did get it to go straight. But then when I did a nice burn on the tire, it went left. So mine is literally the exact opposite to what Earl, I think, initially was, you know, feeling or getting. So, yeah. So seeing that it does have a geared differential and not a ball diff, which if it was a ball diff, there should have been some kind of adjustable something. Yeah. At least I think it should have had an adjustable something. Well, either way, I'm going to throw $1 million in it just because I'm impatient, and we're not going to really use this transmission anyway because a new transmission is coming. Actually, Ace Racer bought that transmission. Basically, he bought it. It was Ace Racer 0420 literally bought the transmission for the DR. And then, like, if you go down the list, Mitchell bought the spool, or however you do it. Justin O'Neill bought one of the C blocks, or C block or D block, whichever one it is. And Mitchell RC basically bought the other one. Tony, what did Tony buy? Oh, Tony bought the actual blocks. So the actual toe blocks. So Tony actually bought those. And that's how I'm doing it. The money that's donated is going, like, literally, it's almost like having separate accounts. And what I'm going to do is, once these parts come in, each part is literally going to be labeled for what that person bought, so that you see that your money is not going into my pocket, because I don't want that. Your money is point blank going to this car. And you're going to see a visual representation of that. So, like, I got to figure out, like, what today's. Because today, there are already donators today. So we got $6 today. That's going to go to something. Most likely, I'm gonna put that to rims. I do want to get rear rims so I can start testing the Pro lines that I already bought. So Yeah. But that's where we are. That's where we are with this DR10. Wide open diff. No, not for hooking up. It's proven. Both Earl and I, between the two channels, we've point blank proven it. He's got better grip because he's got warmer temperatures. I've got colder, which is probably screwing with things a little bit more, giving me more of a hard time. And Earl's got the technical know-how. I've got the backyard mechanic, like, thinking in my head, like the redneck mechanic thinking in my head. So. Oh, you want to see 1 million in there? Yeah, I definitely will. Have I tried swapping the tires to left and right? No, I haven't tried that. Because they seem to be wearing evenly. And also, if you didn't realize, do not do a burnout on crack patch. Because the crack patch will re-soften from the heat and get stuck onto your tire, and you'll have to do multiple passes to get that crack patch off your tire. What an idiot maneuver that was. I didn't even realize that that wheel was sitting in the crack patch. Ah. But right here, I'm telling you, if you haven't drag raced, consider it. At least consider it. Even if you don't think it's your thing. Look at Earl doesn't like crawling. I really don't like crawling. But we have crawlers. Because, you get bored and you want to maybe try something else. Like I said, I'm all jacked up in a good way, I'm not like muscle jacked. I think I am. But I'm jacked up in my head right now in a good way. And if you want this adrenaline, if you want this excitement, if you want this kind of fun, go ahead and buy the DR10. Fight it. Fight the RC. Should have Team Associated maybe been better on quality control? 100,000% yes. Having helicoil threads, and that's what I'm calling them, because it's technically is a helicoil. Having a helicoil style thread stuck onto your screws that are going into plastic are going to inherently strip out your plastic stuff. So that's a negative. That's the only negative. But if you do end up with plastic stripped screw areas or zones, don't think that you cannot take thread lock and thread lock plastic, because what it will do is, even though it's going into plastic, it's still going to dry and make it so at least the screw has something to bite onto if you have stripped plastic. So, but you heard it, like I said, I don't step on anybody's toes. I had seen Earl was going to open up that diff, but I didn't know if he actually was or not. And all of you guys were saying, open it, but that's not me. We're not doing a race here. Earl and I are actually racing together. We're tuning our cars. He's tuning it probably the right way. And I shouldn't say probably. He's more tuning it the right way. I'm tuning mine right and hack. You know what I mean? And we're going to see East Coast, or actually I should say him first. West Coast versus East Coast thinking. What's going to work, right? That's what it is. And then also Southern, Tony, what did you call it again? Southern something? You said it yesterday. So it was, I called it West Coast versus East Coast. And Tony, you threw in versus the South. Yeah, I'm telling you. The name of Earl's car shouldn't be Pumpkin. It should be Wrinkle Roof. So stop calling his car Pumpkin and start calling it Wrinkle Roof. because that's what it is. His car is wrinkle roof. This is actually what I want to go on the side of my car. So I wasn't kidding. Right here. What have I kind of been saying or given reference to? Where is it? I probably can't even find it now. I think I put it on my Instagram. Yes, I have an Instagram. Right there. There's no R in wheelie bar. Right there. That's going to go on the side of this car. The delay is massive. Why does the delay keep increasing? Right, versus the South, exactly. 5T plastic. What? The 20 James George, but how are you getting it to me? I have a P.O. box. Oh, also, if any of you guys want any like I hate to say it this way. I hate to say it this way. It sounds so stupid to call it fan mail because it's not fan mail, but it's like if anybody wants like something read, like online, like if you've got like a story about maybe even holy crap, how about this? Do this. How about this right here? I'm gonna write down my my thing. What is my? I'm gonna write down. I'm gonna put it in the chat right here. I'm gonna show. I'm gonna tell you what my PO box is, and if you want to send me a letter that says, kind of almost like a self interview. Send something that says how you got into RC, and I will point blank. I'll actually do it like what can I call it? Like RC Guy Garage. I don't know. Maybe it might not even be something you guys are interested in. But anyways, I'm just gonna put the PO box right on the thing. PO box 2087, and that's Sagamore Beach. Gotta make sure I'm spelling it right. I don't know what's going on in my eyes. It's probably I didn't get enough sleep last night thinking about this goddamn car. Sagamore Beach, and that's 0236. No, that's 023. 025 62. That right there, that is my no, don't call fanboys, guy. That sounds bad. No, it's not fans. You guys are just like into could call it like subscribers corner. RC Guy Garage subscribers corner. That right there, I'm going to write that down. RC Guy Garage subscriber. Unless somebody can come up with something better. I don't want to call it fanboys. That sounds terrible. So maybe it could be called like a new series, RC Guy Garage subscribers corner. Unless, like I said, unless somebody can come up with something better. Subscribers corner. Maybe something like that. I don't know. I might change it. But that's the thing anyway. So if you guys want to send me like something that, maybe I can do like a series that basically, you explain, what got you into RC or, why you like crawlers over something else. And I don't know, might be dumb, but who knows? Some people might want it. And if you think about it this way, it's also it's also exposure for your channel. So if you have a channel that you're wanting to, grow, you also try to go on to another channel so that you need the exposure either way. You know what I mean? And it works. It definitely does work because like you guys, like jumping into like Riff Raff RC or Mitchell's RC. Mitchell's RC had to change his name because I think what might have spurned it is I tried to find his YouTube channel, and like what he knew, his first name and the combination of his last name came up with a singer. So like you'd have to scroll through like 20 pages just to find his old name for his RC channel. But anyways, is that a side profile glamour shots photo you uploaded of yourself on your channel? Are you talking about my thumbnail? I think you're talking about the thumbnail. R German, what's going on? Coffee, right? I think you're talking about my thumbnail. No, so what that was, that was a picture that I sent to my wife and she liked it. So I like left it. And when I did my YouTube, I didn't have I actually have other pictures. Like I've got one with me with like when I was welding. I was going to use that, but then I didn't think like it was like appropriate for the channel, like having a welding, because I had the welding mask flipped up and I had my, my like welding suit thing that I wear on. So I don't get, so when you're working underneath the car, you don't get the splatter all over yourself. But that picture was, it was a picture I sent to my wife. So, and she thought I looked nice in it. And I think I look better then than I do now. Now I'm like 20 pounds fatter. And I guess the profile pic looks better. So, I mean, come on. It's like a license picture. If you saw my license picture, you'd be like, oh, who's that? Jabba the Hutt? So it's just, yeah. You gotta like try to pick out a picture that looks good, You trying to say I should change it? You look like a model on the thumbnail. Well, like I said, that was because it was a picture to my wife. So I was kind of like, I was trying to look hot. You know what I mean? Not hot to you guys, hot to her. Oh my God. Riff to the raft. You got your front axle built nice. Yeah, you're working on that. The hell's it called again? Komodo. You're working on that kimono. Or Komodo. Is it Komodo or kimono? Like a kimono dragon. What? Wife knows best, right? Earl is back. Can't believe I put in a ball diff. Can't believe whoa. Now you're confusing me. Oh, please, oh, stop it, guy. Thank you. Nah, putting on that couple of pounds, man, definitely does not look attractive. Zero attractiveness. Your driver's license pic was so bad, the lady was like, sir, you might want to No, that's awesome. You might want to retake it. It's for free. This is awesome. Right. Like the Komodo double cab, right. Komodo. So it's Komodo. I was thinking like Komodo. I don't know. So Earl did put in a ball. You did? You put in a ball diff? That's awesome. The B5 trans I installed is a ball diff. Oh my God, that's great. Yeah, it is what it is, right? Komodo dragon, right? That's what I was thinking. But I don't know how it's spelled. I don't know if it was with a D or a kimono. I don't know if it was kimono or komodo. I don't know. Spare trans B5, which is a ball diff. That's awesome, Earl. That is so awesome. So, Earl, are you going to get that locker? I hope that locker fits that I got. You should get the locker. Just do it, guy. Do it. You gotta at least give me like one little pat in the back, like, hey, at least you got the locker right. Nothing else you're doing is right. Oh my God. I will say I'm enjoying doing the little tire warming sessions, because now what I've been doing is I burn the tire like at I want to say like a medium speed. And then right before I let go, because I actually just let go of the wheelie bar, right before I let go of the wheelie bar, I goose it. And then as soon as I take my fingers off, I let go of the throttle. And what it does is it rolls it out, which is cool. It kind of it gives it like that effect. It might not be catching it on camera because of how the whole camera situation works. But to my face, it looks cool, because you're holding it back. You got the line lock on and you're letting it warm up the tires. And then literally the line lock comes off and you're forward. Do you know what I mean? It's like that kind of feeling. It's kind of cool for an RC. All right, so Earl, you're gonna put 2 to 500K? Yeah. Yeah, I'm literally gonna lock up my rear end. I'm just gonna throw $1 million in it and just see what happens. I would much rather just have full posi, just launch in my head. Seems like it's gonna work. East Coast versus West Coast versus East Coast. You put silly putty in there? Yeah. Yeah, I want to use this time. I want to use product. It's different. I'm handling this kind of different, other than the shocks and putting the fuel line in. I am handling that different, but I don't know any other way to do it. So, yeah, 1 million. I'm going to put 1 million in my diff. Earl is going with probably, I think he said he's probably going to go with 200 to see, what happens. And Earl can always change it out. Try 200, doesn't work, go 500. Doesn't work, lock it up. I want it locked. I don't want to deal with any of this garbage anymore. You need the slip to stabilize the car left to right. When I locked my slashed, it loved to spin out. Right. But then that's also where, well, you know what you're doing. I'm just gonna try it different and just see what happens. Obviously one of the big setbacks too for me is that waiting for parts is the toe blocks that I've got coming, because I want the rear end totally launching straight. I want to rise up my I want to lift up the ball ends, but I also have another thing coming for the channel, which I don't know how this piece is made, whether if it's made slightly different to compensate for something else. So I'm not going to say what it is. Earl already knows what it is, but I'm trying something different on this to see if this is going to help with
the squat camber that it gets. Get what I'm saying? Because when you squat it down, the wheels start to camber in. I want that gone. So, yeah, I want that gone. I don't want it. I want this. I want solid, straight, single, basically a rolling pin. I want a rolling pin for a rear end. That's the way I'm going to go. And I also want that extra set of wheels. You know what? That's actually what I'm going to do. I'm going to take that. Jack Brazier and CT Christoph. That from today is going to the thing. It's going to wheels. I'm gonna order them up right now. Oh, you know what? Watch them be out of stock. I wanted to get the chromies because I want to be different. The blacked out look is cool, but I want different. So I think right on Associated, I'm gonna go on Associated's website right now. So team, it's probably out of stock. It was out of stock yesterday. Parts and accessories. Parts and accessories for what though? Parts and accessories for DR10. It doesn't matter what it's for. So as of right now, Team Associated, the DR10 lipo combo is out of stock. The drag body in orange is out of stock. The RTR just car is out of stock. Body mounts in stock. Suspension arms in stock. Nerf bars in front bumper are in stock. Wheelie bars in stock. Wheelie bar. Wait a minute. The hell is that? Oh, there's a wheelie bar set and there's a wheelie bar mount. So that stuff is in stock. The DR10 regular tires and wheel combinations, those are out of stock. The chrome wheels only, front and rear, those are out of stock. And then the regular drag, stock. But the question is, do I want to go with that? Or do I want to go with something that looks different? I want it to get chrome. Because I want my car different. I just hit notify me when in stock. RC Guy Garage. Oh, my Gmail. I've got a RC Guy Garage Gmail too. So if anybody needs to contact me through that, like I was saying, if you wanted to send me like video clips or whatever, because I want to do a compilation video of the drag bug challenge. But if anybody wants to send me like a little compilation of footage, maybe I can create like a video out of that. Do like a reader's ride or something. So I'll have to check. I'll have to check and see who else actually does wheels for this thing. 12 millimeter hex. Make sure you don't get 14 millimeter. Make sure they're 12s, because that's what these are. This drives me nuts. I was literally answering questions, not realizing the stream dumped out. What I was trying to say is, Earl, is somebody's actually asking you a question. I don't know why the stream dumps out like that. It's buffering big time. Is this gone again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16-second like delay? The hell? Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. All right, it's back to 3. Well, I was trying to tell you, Earl, somebody's asking you a question. So I was probably talking and nobody heard what I was saying. So RC Rorschach is trying to ask Earl a question here. And I was going to open my mouth, but I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I'm back. I don't know what happens with this thing. Welcome back. Right? Yeah, it's like dial up, right? Dial up. Yep. It's crazy too because I don't realize it because I'm seeing, because what happens, right? The stream dumps out, but I'm actually reading the comments. So the comments are going, but I don't realize that the stream is dead until all of a sudden I look over and I just see it doing the little circle. He bailed on us. Be quiet. Who, me? Are you talking about me? I didn't bail on nobody. Or somebody else? Did somebody else bail? Did Tony bail on us? Where's Tony? Oh, Tony jumped out a while ago. Oh, somebody put my name to something? Oh, that was me thinking, right? Yeah. That was me thinking. Earl sabotaging my stream? Getting too much good info. I don't know. I don't know. Every time I look at, like here, every time I look at this thing, I think to myself, I'm happy. I'm happy I got this thing, man. Every time I look at it, I point blank. Doesn't matter that I'm having issues. My issues are probably my own self-caused issues. But I do have to say is that I really am enjoying this thing. And I think I just realized I am going to add a couple more drops to these front shocks. Because I like that. So I like, now that it's inside, it's pretty, yeah, it's still getting hung up just a slight bit, but I like that. The way this front end is now working, it's very reminiscent, I think, to Earl's Watermelon, which totally makes sense. Because you want, when it finally hopefully hits, you know? Yeah. Totally makes sense. But I have to be able to tag that wheelie bar though. And right now, with the current weight of this thing, I wish I could tell if it was the pack. I wonder if I took the pack. I wonder if I took the pack and like went like that with it. What would happen if I Velcro it just like that inside the car? What would happen? Would that help? Would that help with weight transfer? run a slant pack. Maybe that's why the wires were down way fast, so you could actually run your battery pack like that. I don't know. Try anything, man. I'm literally going to try everything and anything. This battery's dead. What am I doing? So this battery is actually dead. We actually burned it to a dead battery. Either that or if it was it may have been a low power shutoff thing. Here's the other question though. If I did do, wait a minute, how much room do I have here? There's plenty of room in there. There's literally enough room to put the battery pack like that. Oh my God. I'm going to try anything, man, to get this thing to hook up. I don't care. I'll try anything and everything to get this thing to move. You know, one of the things that I actually thought about, which it's probably cheating, but everybody knows what a dead blow hammer is, right? So could you somehow incorporate the theory of a dead blow hammer into your RC? So let's say because this vehicle has a rake, because mine has a rake to it now. So let's just say like I had a bunch of ball bearings sitting in that battery tray, like good sized ones, okay? And as that car goes like this, right? Because that's what it's going to do, almost like a dead blow hammer, the weight would mechanically shift to the back, right? Because a dead blow, the way it works is that impact of that just boom. You know what I mean? It's not just a hammer strike. It's like an additional force on top of that strike. So I wonder if that like either pendulum kind of effect thing or dead blow hammer cheat in my battery tray. Just load the thing up with a couple of good sized ball bearings and then just like literally have the weight transfer, do that. Maybe that would work. Call it dead blow. This car could be called dead blow if I did that. Oh my God. It's Earl Wrinkle Roof Moorhead versus RC Guy Dead Blow Garage. See what I mean? You can come up with some good names, man. My car could be called Dead Blow. You can take it two ways. It's just going to blow up. It's just DOA, dead on arrival. Mounted to the wheelie bar. Dude, use it as the wheels so that it sparks. Just put wheels right on this. Just literally screw the pack down to the back and just have it spark. Wow. Why I got to have a wrinkle. Because that's the name of your car. It's Earl Wrinkle Roof Moorhead. That's the side of your car. Wrinkle Roof. It's Wrinkle Roof. You're losing your what? Using your defects. Right, using the defects against you. It's Earl Wrinkle Roof Moorhead up against RC. What do they call it? RC Dead Blow Garage. See this right here? This is what it's all about. It's about laughing. It's about smiling. It's about having a great time. It's about challenging yourself within this hobby. And obviously, it's a big challenge on me. I do feel, though, I do have to finish watching the rest of Earl's video this morning because obviously he said that things didn't go that well, and things didn't go actually that well for me because obviously, my car ended up on its roof. So my car did like that 3 to 8 foot slide on its roof. Oh my God, I was literally like, no! It was literally like watching a real drag race. The car hooked, I think, if I remember right, I have to look at the footage. I think the car hooked. It swayed, I think, to the left for some reason, and I overcorrected it, and I either panicked and gave it brake. I don't even know what I did. The car will, the footage on the car will tell me what I did, and I was recording it at that crappy frame rate too. So, but the way it ended up on its roof was literally what you see at the drag races. Like when a car goes into a roll and lands on its roof and slides is exactly why my car did that. Total just panic, overcompensation, either brake or I boned it on gas. I don't know. The car, the footage should tell me what I did because I actually don't remember right now. But it landed on its roof. Did a nice little roof slide. Them wrinkles will buff out right. Oh my God. Who? Randy what? Randy Shrip-a-lot? Randy Shrip-a-lot destroyed his what? A DR10? Or something else? Look at that. He just chimes in and just throws in a bone and then runs away. Tony, you can't just drop in a comment and then not finish up on the comment. What are you doing, guy? Trying to freak people out? Tony likes the build-up. He likes to throw you a bone, and then he walks away laughing.
Earth, encased in rocky crust, atop a core of magma, rafts of 7 continents, tore on igneous current, heaving across millennia.
I did not ask that. And that was the one. There's one right there. There's one right there. Why didn't that answer? Instead, the one that's way over there on the other side of the wall answers. Man, you wonder, right? Alexa's always listening? She is. What the heck was that? Just answers out of nowhere? He posted it to the DR10 group. Nah, guy, the DR10 group is right here. This is the DR10 group. Earl Moorhead and RC Guy Garage. This is the real DR10 group. Nah, just kidding. Skynet, literally. What the heck was that? I didn't ask nothing. Mitchell, I'm going to kill you. You know what's funny? I actually let that go. That was a hidden comment. That's so funny. Why does that come up as hidden? Casper in the house? Who's Casper? There actually was somebody named Casper that showed up on here one time. Or a couple of times. But I think that was the nighttime lives that I used to do. And you also said the number wrong, Mitchell. So that's why it doesn't work. Because you said the number wrong, it doesn't work. You messed up on the number, guy. Messed up. You messed up, guy. You tried to get me. You tried to get me, but you messed up. Right. Oh, Sir chirps a lot. Okay. Right. Sir chirps a lot. Right. Now I get it. His YouTube is Sir chirps a lot. I get it. Just took me a couple seconds to figure it out. It's not gonna work. Riff. It's not gonna work, man. Ready? Hide. Hopefully that didn't report you. I don't think that reported you, right? It better not have. If that reported you, I'm sorry. I don't think it did. I think it just hides it. Mitchell, what's going on, guy? Thank you, sir. Bam, those wheels are bought now. Boom, Mitchell. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Is the 1 million diff fluid in yet? No, we're just chatting. Nobody wants to see me do that. That'll end up being a 10-hour live stream. You guys don't need that. You guys need to get out there and rip it. That's what you need to do. You need to go get yourself a DC-10 or get yourself some other drag car and start ripping it. Join the crowd here. Join the EMRCGG crowd. EM. You know what that means. Still. Jenny, who can I turn to? Why are they flipping out? Why are they flipping out? Oh, they're flipping out because the rental truck's here. Why is the rental truck here? Is he actually bringing something? Can't be. All right. So we actually just got I actually forgot what this stuff was. I'm like, there's nothing coming here. So there are a couple of boxes that just showed up. So let's dive into these boxes and see what's in here. I'm pretty sure I know what they are because they're wicked light. We got a couple boxes to dive into here. Look at those smiles, huh? Look at them smiles. And we'll use a knife that Chef Beardsley is very accustomed to. Well, I don't know if he is or not, but Chef Beardsley is a master meat cutter. So I think we're going to use this knife to see what's inside those boxes. I'm hoping there's more than like one thing in here. Because, I mean, that kind of wouldn't make sense. So, go this way. I forget how sharp this thing is. Hopefully I didn't just cut through something. Ooh, what do we got here? What do we got here? All right. What is that? It's a pillowcase. All right. I think that's something that I ordered from my wife. And this right here. We all know what this stuff is right here. Tony's probably familiar with maybe something that's like this.
Hey, look at that. Another one of those clamp mounts. This is very similar to the one that I've got, the Hogue one, but slightly different. So we'll see how this one works. The jaw on this one is bigger. So it's got a bigger jaw on it. And it also has a couple of extra holes on it, I believe, that the other one does not have. No, that one does have the holes. So here's the one that I've got right now. And on this remote, this DR10 remote, it barely fits on. So this one, I got this one just as kind of, I guess, an option. So, and what's cool about this one is it actually has a tightening wheel on this side, instead of just being like a mount like that. So I don't know if it will work, but give it a shot, you know. And then other stuff is not up here. So then in here, we got this right here. So this is a body. So I got another bug body, but this is an unpainted body. And I'm fairly confident this is the same exact body as the as Dragbug. I just don't remember, except Dragbug was painted. So this one comes with like a bunch of stickers and stuff that you can put on it yourself. But that's just that body right there, another bug body. And then in this box right here, this is what's nuts. Look at how massive this box is. And this is another bug body. This whole box for that one little bug body. So now this bug body, this one is actually a bigger scale body. So it's the same exact thing, except this was to fit on, I think they counted it as like 1/10 scale, 1/8 scale, like 1/10, 1/8. And you can see there's a big difference between these two bug bodies. Granted, they are clear, so you can't see them. But then this was also a clear body. Came with some stickers. Obviously came with the window cutouts because, I don't know, I just like bug bodies, you know? I was thinking it'd be kind of cool, like maybe if this fit on the DR10, but I doubt it. But anyways, I'm not going this route with the DR10. These were just bodies that I wanted to get. They were very inexpensive. I think they were only like 20 bucks, 25 bucks or something like that. Really cheap. Came with stickers, came with the window cutouts. You just got to paint it yourself and just figure it out. So that's that. Couple bodies, and that's it. There's more stuff coming. I knew it wasn't going to be the good stuff, but it's still stuff. It's stuff. So this mount should actually be pretty cool. A little bit different. And then bed thing. RC guy goes bananas. Right, bug bodies for everyone. You know it, guy. You know what would be cool? You know what I should have done? I should have done like some kind of thing where maybe it's something that I can plan out later, that to do a challenge, like maybe there's like something that you could potentially win, like maybe like if we were doing like a bug body challenge, you could literally like win, you know, like yourself a spare bug body, or I don't know. I'm just thinking in my head. I have no idea.
Bash, break, repeat. What is going on, guy? Right. It's coming. I know, boxes. It's crazy. Look at how big those boxes are. I mean, I guess it's good because one of the boxes, did have some damage. Right. Boxes make you smile. Exactly. Yeah, actually, Chef Beardsley got a few boxes. He knows what that's like. Same thing with Larry Mitchell has been crushing it on parts lately. Larry Mitchell's been going nuts on parts for his builds that he's doing. So he's doing a combination like in between a burnout truck and doing a drag bug. So Larry's doing both. He's doing the drag bug challenge and he's also doing the burnout challenge. So he's been amassing some parts. Same with Gus's Custom. He's got his drag bug, like he's getting that thing squared away. His is called Fake News. Chef Beardsley, I can't remember what he's calling his, but it has something to do with, I think it's called the Roaster, because I'm not going to say what it is. You'll just have to see what it is on his channel. But he's doing the drag bug challenge, and then obviously Larry Mitchell's doing the drag bug challenge. Mets RC is doing the drag bug challenge. I still have to do a post to find out who's actually doing it, because that's the one thing I don't know. I don't know how many people are doing it. There's a couple other guys that are doing the drag bug challenge, it's pretty cool. It's literally take an RC you've already got and try to, granted, Mitchell's RC is he's putting some pretty good parts into it. So Mitchell's RC is probably going to be the more expensive drag bug, is my assumption. But yeah, it's definitely cool. Gets into the RC hobby, challenges you to do something that you maybe haven't done or didn't think about. It's just neat. It's cool. It's not like the awesome egg challenge or something like that. It's building a drag car from just a bucket of garbage that you already got. Right? Just take all your spares, try to make something. Something that has bones at least. Rift to the Raft, you're doing the drag bug challenge too, right? Yours was, so you are doing a drag bug, right, Riff? I gotta write down on a piece of paper how many people are doing the drag bug challenge. Yeah, Gus's actually looks pretty good. He actually he figured out and put a wheelie bar on his. Wheelie bar. I said that on purpose like that. Wheelie bar. Who's doing budget? The Roaster? Right. Okay, so it is the Roaster. At least I got that right. Rift to the Raft. Mine is that's right, Hella Billy. Right. I gotta start writing that down. Hella Billy. Now I remember. I probably wrote it down. You know what? I bet I wrote it down. Rift to the Raft. Rager J. 5T. Demon. Racing Robinsons. Yeah, I didn't write that down. I'm gonna write that down right now. So we've got Rift to the Raft is doing Hella Billy. Is Hella? Where did I see that? All right, see you later, Tony. Man, it was always good having you. Have a good day. Riff Raff, where'd your comment go? Right, Hella. No, it's hell. Oh, Hell Billy. It's not Hella Billy, it's Hell Billy. So Hell Billy. No A or I in it. And then Gus is fake news. Chef is the roaster. And it's funny, Chef's being the roaster is now. Chef isn't Metz? Does Metz have the same body as you, right? But he must be calling it something. Hailberry, Haley Berry. James George, are you serious, dude? You got to be kidding me. James George, thank you. Thank you for that, man. I'll put 20 mil in it if it gets here in time. That's like, you guys, like, I'm not kidding. Once you see what I'm doing, you're gonna think, at least I hope you think it's a pretty cool idea. I think it is. I'm not saying what it is because I kind of want it to be a surprise. But James George, if I'm reading this right, you just sent me 20 million diff fluid. That is stinking awesome. I hope you put like a letter in it too. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for that. That is very kind of you. Bandit Darnville, you're doing a bug, but it's not going to be a drag car. Okay, so you're still now. So you're not part of the drag car challenge, though, right? Or you're just doing a bug. Right. Well, Hellbilly, I get it. Hellbilly, right? My eyes with the L next to the B, it looks like the other L is an I, because my eye isn't my Hailberry, right? I ordered 2. One was the one I ordered, and he has the other one. Okay, so he has the other one. Okay. Do you know what he's calling his? Chef? Right, the picture of the picture is on Facebook. 5T Badger. What? Am I missing something, 5T? I see eyeballs. Because my eyes, I can't see. I need new eyeballs. Coming from North Carolina. My brother lives in North Carolina. Northern North Carolina. Smokey's RC, yours is the black dog. So, Smokies, are you doing a drag build then? You're just doing a bug. That's okay, though. Is it the Traxxas 20 million? Airfield drag bug is mine. Well, right, the Earlified. Yeah, but you already did yours. Right. But what is yours called, though? Yours is called Earlified? Earlified. But Smokey's RC, are you doing the drag bug challenge? Is yours called the Black Dog? Yes. Okay. So Smokey, Smokey apostrophe S. And yours is called the Black Dog. Coincidence? Oh, you're using a Red Cat Blackout. Nice. JE Custom RC. What's going on, man? You just shoved in an envelope? Was in a hurry? No letter? All right. Well, it'll be on the thing. Oh, no, you had a family emergency? All right, man. We'll see you later. The ST Blackout, right. Short course Blackout. Yeah, that's the one that I gave my son. It's a good little truck. It's fun. Just looking for wheels now, Bandit? Yeah. What the heck was that? Gus's Custom is going through basher withdrawal right now. He's broken his kaiju. He's waiting on kaiju parts. Yeah, see, this is where, like, because like everybody's obviously chiming in on the tune time with the team associated DR10, and obviously everybody's talking about left and right or left shims not doing enough. Like Steve Osgood said, the left shock isn't doing its job. The right side might be pushing to lean left, and that's where I just want to be done. I want to be done with that. I want to try just launching it off of a lock differential. Forget the shocks. I'll just deal with how the car, struggles to get going. We'll see if it even works. Which then it should hopefully just make a little bit more use of that slipper or cause me to use better throttle control. And then I think Manuel86 was saying my shock shims loose on the left side. I think that's what he's saying. He didn't finish his sentence, I don't think. Right, and then the back wheels tell the whole story. Yeah, exactly. But the back wheels are telling the story now that I did get some straight launches now. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Elon Musk is contacting me now. Wants to talk about my Cybertruck recent purchase. If he wants to sell it, he should be calling you. Oops. Gotta hit send. All right. Mitchell's RC. Toxic slime is yours? Okay. Larry Mitchell, yours is called Toxic Slime. Man, once you guys get the pictures of your drag bugs, like say you get a good shot of it, send a good shot. Send the picture to my either send it to my into Facebook and Messenger, or send it to the Gmail. So it's rcguygarage@gmail.com. So you could send those pictures of your drag bug builds right there, and I'll put them in that compilation video. Well, all right. So right, Justin O'Neill. I get what you're saying. The drag bug was basically just challenging your skill or ability in trying to force something that was never meant to be. You get what I'm saying? So I took a Red Cat Racing Tornado, which is a lesser expensive RC, and then literally found out that this car literally is actually a good smaller drag race car if set up right. And yeah, you'll see. Drag bug's not done, man. I'm not done with drag bug. It's just my airplane wheels on the front just are not cutting it because the plastic just must be too old and brittle. So that one time when I literally got a wheelie, it used the bar, it tagged that bar, and then because my rear end diffed out, and it hooked and then slammed onto that front wheel and exploded it. So that's obviously a weakness that I have to overcome. So now what I need to do is find a wheel that's going to replace that, which maybe something like this. Although this wheel's warped, which kind of pisses me off. But a little bit of heat. Once I get that heat gun that Justin O'Neill paid for, once I get the heat gun, we'll square away the other heat gun maybe still. Use it as the backup. But I want to take that money you gave me and throw in like the same amount to get the good one. But anyways, drag bug was literally just taking an RC you already have and recreating it into a drag bug with minimal amount. Well, try to use minimal amount of money. Like try to have it be like if you've got parts on hand. Obviously, if you can't and you have to buy parts, keep at least a tally of it so you know like about how much you put into it to convert it. But just it's like a budget build. You know what I mean? It was just something to do, you know, and as of right now, drag bug could probably beat this thing. Probably 2S to 2S. I think drag bug probably has this thing. I don't know. We'll have to see. Once that timer system comes in, we'll actually be able to see. Because then I can drag race myself. Right. Race for time and speed. Right. Because Gus actually is getting tested for COVID. With the DR10, it's hard to listen to anyone else because they're all assembled differently as we are seeing. Right. Thunder, the Thunder, because you could throw a little Bostonian into it. The Thunder from Down Under. Dude, that's the name of your car right there. Thunder from Down Under. I could see it. Thunder, Thundah, from Down Under. That way, because you're over there, you're throwing a little bit of this Bostonian, like where it's based from, like where the challenge started. There you go. Thunder from Down Under. That's good. That's a good one. If you actually do decide to do that, let me know. That would be pretty cool. Mitchell, what did I miss for Gus? Does Gus have COVID? What did I miss? What did I miss? Because Gus was supposed to be getting tested. Get yourself the fanciest heat gun that money can buy at Harbor Freight. Right, there you go. I'll do that. I'll do that. I think the best one is like $29. $29 plus with a 20% off coupon. All right, let's see if Google knows. Harbor Freight heat gun. So Harbor Freight has like the regular one that's like $4. And then this is their new one right here. What is it? From Bauer. So that's their new one right there. So on that one, yeah, that one's $30. So I could probably use a coupon. And then literally, all I would probably have to do is literally match. I'd match what you gave me, and that would get it. I think. That'd be perfect. That's the one right there. Chicago Electric. Oh, wait a minute. There's a Chicago Electric one. Why is this called Bauer, and why is there a Charlotte? So there's also a Chicago Electric one. Well, either way, it's going to be better than the $4 one that I've got. I literally think I got it for like $4. Couldn't pass it up. Yeah, I'll check out in between the Chicago Electric and the Bauer is what I'll end up getting. Thunder from Down Under is definitely right. Thunder from Down Under. You know it. You know it, man. And you know what would be cool, right? Because you picked that name, if you actually do it, it's that thing where you kind of wish you could use background music. So if you film it, right, you could have your car just rolling in, even if you like do a slow roll in, and then what's the music you could have playing in the background? A little AC/DC, thunder, right? I can hear it. I can see your car rolling in, kind of like at a turn, with AC/DC playing in the background for your car, right there. Thunder, because they say thunder. They don't say thunder. Thunder, right? I got it. I got it right there. Ace, no, it's AC/DC. At least I said that right. Ace/DC. I'm not that bad. I could see that. I could see it right now. I could see your car rolling in. Thunder from Down Under. Thunder. I'm telling you, my mind is always spinning. spins sometimes so fast that I can't sleep at night. It's like a washing machine. You know those old washing machines that used to do this? They would go back and forth to wash the clothes, the old washing machines. Sometimes when I close my eyes, that's literally what I see. I literally like so much stuff is going on in my head. It feels like that in motion. Akadaka? Is you saying Akadaka? Aussies call ACDC Akadaka. Oh, all right. I didn't know that. That's weird. Why is it called Akadaka? You know what I had wondered? I do have this manual out for a specific reason. Because one thing I didn't know if they talked about tuning at all. You know, sometimes they talk about tuning of things. They'll talk about, obviously, the ESC. Like they're talking about the radio system and the controls. Earl actually talked about how most of these DR10s, I think he said like 80% are not tuned to full throttle, I think he said. Oh, I probably could have looked in the manual for you guys right here to tell you that it had gears and not a ball diff. Except Earl's has a ball diff. So it does have regular grease in it, and it's so it is a regular diff. I probably could have just looked at the manual. But I don't look in manuals, so I never even think about it. Yeah, I never even think about it. It's not a ball diff. It's a gear. Isn't that funny, huh? I had the manual right in front of my face, and I didn't even think to look at it. Because I never do. I never look in these damn things. Anything that I've ever fixed, I just figure it out. I don't look in no stinking manual. You literally just figure it out. I feel it's the better way. For me, it's the better way. It might be going backwards for some people, and I'm sure I've gone backwards in the past with it. They do actually talk about motor gearing. Optional spur gear and pinion used. So you can get final drive ratios. That's interesting. Never looked into this tour. They talk about ride height in here. They do talk about the slipper clutch. They do talk about front camber, rear camber, front camber lengths, rear camber lengths, the Ackerman, which that's nothing. Yeah, they don't talk about anything else. So, yeah, just base it off of whatever you want to do. Matthew D. I love how no one has disliked whose video? Mine? Why? Should somebody dislike it? Right. Smokey's RC. It's just having fun here. Right. Matthew D. What's going on, man? You could be the first one if you want, if there's no dislikes on here. I can't see it because I got the camera backwards. But if you want to throw a thumbs down, that's fine. It's everybody's prerogative to do whatever they want. It doesn't matter. I'd rather you not throw a thumbs down on there, but if you want to, that's cool too. I'm all right with that. It started out with COVID and coffee outside. Look at that. Got some nice ads there. Yeah, so far, 27 thumbs up. That's not bad. Skip the ad. So 23 watching, 27 thumbs up, and 0 thumbs down so far, but it looks like I'm going to get one. What is cool, I'll tell you right now, the subscriber count is damn close to a number right there. It's getting close, man. The delay is massive. Stan Reed. So Stan Reed is saying to get the 1,000 gram weight scale from Harbor Freight, they're like $12 a piece. I have sometimes put one of them under each wheel to help along with taking notes and settings. So Stan Reed made a comment about getting the Harbor Freight gram scale. He says they're $12 and he uses them to place one wheel, to place the wheel on the scale one at a time to get, I guess, the 4-corner weight of the vehicle. Or you could buy 4 gram scales and then put the car like on the scale, like all 4 scales, and that way all 4 wheels are on a scale. Now, the only thing I don't know is a cheap scale like that, how accurate is it? But that's a pretty good idea. I never even thought of that. I'm going to write that down. Stan Reed, that's a great idea, man. I don't even know if you're in this chat, but Stan Reed. Stan Reed, gram scales at Harbor Freight. Could just get 4 of them. Get 4 gram scales, put them all like next to each other, zero them out, however it works. I have no idea how the gram scale works. And then literally, there you go. That might work. Hey, you down there running?
What?
Huh?
What?
You running? Awesome. Good for you.
I'm done.
Huh?
I go back. I'm done.
At least she was exercising. That's awesome. But Stan Reed, if you ever show up on one of these, thank you for that. I should actually say something right now. But I like that idea. Just get 4 of them, and that way you'll know what the weight is between all 4.
Did you get the mail?
No. Oops. Talk to text. I always mess up on that. Maybe buy 4. 1 for each wheel. That's probably way too technical for me, though, but I get it. It would show you the balance of the car, which is kind of cool. That's kind of a good idea. It'll at least show you the balance of the car. I didn't even think of that. That's a pretty good idea. And if those scales are only $12, just get 4 of them. Crispies, RC, what's going on, man? I wouldn't say learn a lot from me. Maybe learn a lot of what not to do. Just having fun here, you know what I mean? But thank you for that comment. That was a very nice comment from you. YouTube doesn't care if you go thumbs up or down. Either way you watched it. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know how that works. There are stats that I get to see, like my channel, I think, is like 96% thumbs up. And obviously somebody Every video I've done, somebody puts a thumbs down. It's like almost immediate. So, and that's cool. I must have pissed somebody off, which is fine. All right, 5T Badger, man. It was good having you, as always. They make those. What is Trash Ninja saying? What's Trash Ninja talking about? I stay up or get up to watch COVID. 3:18 a.m. Oh, dude, I feel bad for that. Holy smokes. Scruffy page, man. It's definitely, see, what I like that we're getting that consistent group of people that literally are hanging out. And that's cool because there's obviously a bounce of ideas. There's, a lot of like good talk. You know what I mean? Like even like that Stan Reed guy that commented, he put a nice thing on there. He said he uses gram scales so that he can get like, what each wheel is doing. So I say, get 4 gram scales. Get 4 gram scales. Then you can really see what your car's doing. That's the way it was for planes, man. For planes, it was big on balance of your plane. That's one of the things that I remember with that. And a lot of, I think, RC cars nowadays, they're not giving a SHI about any balance left to right, front to back, or anything. Well, left to right. I don't feel like they're caring about left to right balance. Because when they say it's 2S, 6S capable, right? It's a heck of a lot of balance issues that you have in left to right. They don't care about that, but that's a different kind of animal. Obviously, this is a way different kind of animal dealing with this. Oh, okay. You posted in the group? No, that's the same comment. I posted in the group the scale. Okay, thank you, Trash Ninja. I appreciate that. Riff Raff, right there. Absolutely. This is a blast, man. Don't feel bad. My choice to be... right. Well, it's a good choice, I guess. It's a good choice. At least you get to laugh a little, right? All right, what are we looking at for time? All right, so right at 2 o'clock, I'm just going to end the stream because how long have we been going for? We did start late, so that's still going to be like a 3-hour and something live stream. So 3-hour and 10-minute live stream, that's not too bad. Seems to be like what the average is, like around that 2 to 7 hours, that 1 7-hour live stream I did. I actually didn't realize that the time went by seemingly that fast. And it was literally because we were all having a good time. We were laughing. It was, well, I shouldn't say we. I know I was laughing. I assume other people are laughing too, Smokey's RC. It's 11 o'clock here, right? Matthew D. I have never put a thumbs down. Well, I appreciate that, man. I wasn't going to put a thumbs down. I wasn't going to. Well, again, Matthew, thank you for that. I mean, like I said, anybody can do whatever they want. Like I said, there's somebody out there that started giving me a real hard time, and I tried to keep it so... I tried to keep myself so level, and I think I eventually started to get to the point of where I was throwing out a little bit of like an undercut. Like I was getting aggravated, and he kept on going, and I asked him several times, I'm like, guy, just walk away, just stop where you are, walk away, because all you're doing is you're being a keyboard hero, and it's not necessary. Do you really want to act this way? Like, I have no idea how old the guy was, but he said he was a grandfather. And I'm thinking to myself, doesn't matter what I put on my video. Yes, I put test and tune. I tested and tuned it to my liking, not yours. Like this whole car is being set up to my liking, my thoughts. I'm not grabbing a book and going by the manual and checking off each thing that I am supposed to do to be correct. I am literally figuring it out on my own, and yes, with a little bit of help here and there, because I'm not resistant to help in any way, but Jesus, let me figure out a little bit before you start telling me now I don't know how to adjust a slipper clutch. It's like, guy, I locked down my slipper clutch on purpose because I want to see, do these tires actually hook up in the current configuration? The only way I'm going to know is if I lock down the goddamn slipper clutch. It's like, I started losing my mind. And I know not, and I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have fed into it. And I kept on like feeding into it. And I just finally, after his last like 10-page dissertation, I just literally I didn't even bother reading it. I just hit boom, remove, done. I'm like, I tried to say please and thank you, and you give me another goddamn book to read, and I'm not reading it. Just boom, gone, goodbye. I kind of feel bad in a way because the guy wouldn't change his attitude. But it's like, whatever. I'm going to be who I am, just like that guy's going to be who he is, you know? Like you guys. Even like with Earl. I mean, I'm going to use his fuel tubing idea on my front shocks because I can see that I need it. I don't want my car bottoming out anymore. And Earl's fuel tubing, keeps saying fuel tubing idea is what I'm going to do. So I am taking something he did, but I'm also going to add a couple of extra drops of fluid because right now, for some reason, these aren't getting full droop like they were when I first put the oil in there. I was getting actual full droop. And I think right now, if I was to pull that shaft all the way out, right, I bet if I let it go, I bet it would actually want to pull up a little bit. I think I'm getting vacuum, where in this particular situation, I actually don't want vacuum because of the way I'm setting mine up. I think I want a slight amount of pressure. So if I take all the air out of the shocks, because those shocks do have a little bit of air, there's no bladder. They do have a little bit of air in it. So if I take the air out, obviously I'll still have to bleed it. But what I want is that I do want a rebound, but I do want to pull that shock piston, the shaft. I want to pull the shock shaft out. I want to let it go and not have it go anywhere. That's what I want. And I think right now, like I said, if I was to pull those off, I almost guarantee right now, because look, that should be going all the way down, and it's not. So, well, actually, it just did now. Why did it just do it now? It's whatever. It's slightly off. I need to make it so the shock shafts come out all the way. You get what I'm saying? All right. We're already at that 2 o'clock. I'm just going to jump into the chat here. I want to thank the donators for today. We had Jack Brazier. We had, it's Connecticut, CT Chris F. We had Mitchell's RC. And that's all that's needed, man. And we also have James George. James George is actually sending out 20 million diff fluid. Like that's awesome. Like nobody has to do anything like that. And I got to tell you right now, the appreciation that I feel, like you don't get it. When I went on that parts list, I literally saw it. I was literally like envisioning names. I'm like, Justin O'Neill just bought that. And I'm like, that's stinking awesome. I'm like, and like I said, man, wait till you see what I'm gonna do. I think it's cool. I literally think it's cool, man. I literally think it's cool. And I hope you guys too. So anyways, I'm gonna flip this camera around so I can do the ending thing there. Oops. Wait a minute. Oh, I don't want to end it yet. That's not how to end it. I just don't. I just donate my sleep. No one has to donate, and don't donate. Like, I mean, it's that thing where these people are doing it just because they want to, and I think it is cool. It's definitely cool. I'm not asking for any of this, and people are doing it, and it means something. So I wanna do the give back, right? I want to do the give back in a way, and my way is not going to be like the way that everybody else maybe gives back. My way is a little bit different. But I did buy something that's going to help with that give back process. So everybody that came to this live stream, COVID and Coffee, I don't even know what episode it is. I think I started straying away from what episode it was, but it's morning check-in. We're still working on the DR10. I should put the body in. Because if somebody was to jump in here, they're like, oh, what's a DR10? So am I happy that I bought this DR10? 100,000%. Because look at what it's done. It's pushed me to want to make this thing rip it. And that's what I always say. I seem to always end these things as, you should just get out there and rip it too. You really should just get out there and rip it. Like what Earl's been saying now. Start posting up videos, guys. If you got a YouTube channel, use it. You know? Who knows? You might be a star on RC Guy Garage. Like I'll do like a video thing. I'll pull like a video in and go, hey, check out this guy right here. He's doing a DR10 or he's doing a drag bug or I don't know. I just don't want to get copyright infringement junk. But I'm totally psyched. I mean, look at that thing. Look at that. Come on. Why wouldn't you, unless you like hate Mopar, why wouldn't you want one of these? Like, look at this thing. Want to get a look at the wheelie bar? Come on. Look at that. Look at that butt end right there, man. They call that the AZZ end. That look right there. Why wouldn't you not want one of these team associated DR10s? All right, so I'm out. That's enough. Got to get out there. I don't know what that ringing is. Just get out there and rip it. Just going to jump in real quick. Justin O'Neill's here. Scruffy Page, Earl Moorhead, Matthew D, Mitchell's RC, Riff to the Raft, Smokey's RC. I don't know why my phone is ringing. Rosemary German is here. We've got Smokey's RC. I was almost said Stickies. My eyes, something's wrong with my eyes. And I think that's about it. I'm going back. And that is pretty much all I see. Going back to potentially the people that are... Oh, 5T Badger was here also. That was a little... Trash Ninja it might be still here. I'm not sure. Crispies popped in. Justin O'Neill might be here. And I think... And Chef Beardsley... But Chef Beardsley, I think, I think Chef Beardsley's actually working on his Capra right now. He might be. Or he's kicking it back. Amped was in here at some point. So, all right. I'm out of here. You guys get out and rip it too. If you haven't got into drag racing, just based upon how I'm feeling about it right now, just do it. Just get into it. Get out there and rip it. See you guys later. Maybe we'll see you tonight. I still got to do another video. But maybe we'll do another live stream tonight. See if we can see what some of my findings are on throwing some of that 1 million diff fluid into that rear diff. Not a ball diff. Out of here. See you later. Do I want to end it? See, I messed up. Yeah, of course I want to end it.